Well, my miraculous Lazarus-like style comeback from the near catastrophic cold I had has gone really well. I went out for a few pints last night and killed it off completely. And then I came home and read something that had been sent to me. Again, I can't remember who sent it to me, but thank you, whoever it was. Oh, yes, I can. Might be anybody on Twitter. That's who it was. Whoever you are, might be anybody. I mean, you might be anybody. But nevertheless, you send me some interesting stuff, and this one's a beauty. So, I've been saying for, ever since they came to power, that Two-Tier and Raquel from Accounts hate you. Everything they do is done with a spitefulness of hatred for the human race. I mean, not all the human race. Let's not go down the routes of which particular race they don't like, but I think we all know because you're looking at it. And then they introduce policies which then show how much they hate you, and they just want you to be miserable. And I thought, is there no end to their, demonic rise of hatred towards the British people and certain sections of society? And I thought that I was the certain section of society that they didn't like. Turns out there's another section of society they hate even more. Because for what is now, Sunak started it, didn't he? It's been 4 or 5 years now of you will drive a milk float. You don't have a choice. You will end up driving a milk float. We're going to ban all other vehicles, which, as I keep repeating, and I'll say it again, that's why I don't like them. It's not necessarily because they're shit. Most of them are. That's just a coincidence. It's because I don't like being told I don't have a choice. If you want to drive a milk float, drive a milk float. If it works for you, crack on. It don't work for me because I don't like them, I don't want one, and I'm never having one. But the main reason is that choice is being taken away. It's not a case of, and I get the same argument all the time where he goes, you were the bloke who said, I won't give up my horse and cart for a motorised carriage. A, I love horses. I'd never give up my horse and cart if I had one. I'd keep him till the day he died. B, I'd have a motorised carriage as well. Because not at any point back in the early 1900s did Henry Ford say, that horse has got to go. You're not going to be able to buy a new horse. When that horse goes, that's the end of it. You're having a milk float. That never happened. Because people had the choice. And then the consumers voted with their feet. Because there were electric cars back then. They didn't work back then. Same as they don't work now. The Model T Ford did work. The Model T Ford took off. Everyone bought a Model T Ford because it worked and it did exactly what it was meant to do. That's the point. But people had the choice. Like the Amish. They still haven't got a Model T Ford. They've still got horse and cart. In Keir Starmer's world, and Rishi Sunak's before that, just in case there's anyone thinks I'm picking on Two-Tier because he's a prick. Well, he is, but so was Sunak. In their world, in the globalist world, you don't get that choice. You don't get to be the Amish. You either have a milk float or you don't. That's it. No horse, no cart, no petrol car, no diesel car. If you want to buy a new one, it's going to be a milk float for 2030, and that's the end of it. That's why I got my head in my arse about it. However, for 5 years now, it's been, you will have a milk float, you will have a milk float. And the milk floaters, the early adopters, and the now, not so early adopters, I think you'll find I don't pay any road tax. How's that going? You're paying road tax. Because they got you in, and then they started banging the charges on. Yeah, but I think you'll find I don't pay the congestion charge. Oh, what's that? Now that other demonic prick can, he's making you pay the congestion charge as well. Another milk float benefit taken away. And if that wasn't bad enough, they're now talking about putting VAT on electricity as well, and making you pay by mile, which could be this time next week. We could be talking about milk floaters having to pay by mile because Raquel is not getting her fuel duty from the electric. So we could be talking about that this time next week after the budget. That is a very strong possibility. What's going on here? Somebody's walking a dog. That is a very strong possibility. So that's road tax, congestion charge, pay by mile, VAT, all possibilities. But what isn't a possibility, what is happening, is that Raquel's found another way to rip you lot off. Honestly, I'm surprised when you walk into a showroom full of EVs, there isn't a sign there saying, why don't you just bend over? It would just save a hell of a lot of time, wouldn't it? Hang on. Oh, see, Lisa got a Ring doorbell over there. That's currently filming me, I expect. Hang on, no, the batteries are gone. I think we're all right. I'm probably not being filmed by a Ring doorbell. So Jeff Bezos is not getting any data off me. So the latest scam from Raquel from Accounts to make money out of milk floats. EV charging stations are now going to be subject to business rates. Now, first thing, I never knew they weren't. Why wouldn't they? They're a business. They have to pay business rates. Same as every other business has to pay business rates. Why were they exempt? Oh, because it was an incentive to get them to build all these EV charging stations, which they have done. And they've built them in every service station across the country and in major towns and cities. When I say major towns and cities, major towns may have a couple, certainly not in Cornwall. So they go, oh, go on, build them. You won't have to pay business rates. Go on, you'll be all right. You won't have to pay VAT. What's that? You've built them now. You've invested all the money, have you? All right, brilliant. Right, you're going to have to pay business rates now. Now, granted, that doesn't affect the milk floater directly because he's not paying the business rates. The person who owns the charging station is. However, this is the world. This is capitalism. This is how it works. If I own a charging station and I now have to pay £5,000 a year in business rates or whatever it is, we'll take £5,000 a year as an average fee. If I've got to pay £5,000, that's £5,000 coming off my bottom line. So what happens? There's only one thing that happens. The electricity companies are not going to say, I'll tell you what, now you're having to pay business rates, we'll sell you the electric a little bit cheaper. That way, you won't lose your bottom line. That's a good idea, isn't it? They're not doing that. The government aren't going to step in and go, oh, we'll give you a grant for that. We've already given you a grant to build the bloody charging station. You ain't having no more money off us. Stand on your own 2 feet. So, here I am with my charging station that I've built. All my milk floaters are out there, plugged in, stood around doing fuck all, drinking Costa coffee at £4.50 a cup, just because they got nothing else to do for 45 minutes while they wait for their milk float to charge up. And I look at them and I think, well, someone's got to pay the £5,000, and it ain't going to be me. I'm keeping my bottom line. So who's paying? The floaters. Absolutely guaranteed. My thing takes 500 grand a year. Brilliant. I'll put my prices up by 1%. That'll make me another £5,000. There you go. Your electric's just gone up. It's gone up from 69p to 70p. Except that's not how it works. As you well know, you put a penny on petrol in the budget, it goes up 5p. You put a penny on electric chargers, it's going up 5p. And the already massively expensive way of public charging is going up again. Making long journeys in EVs more expensive, more inconvenient, and less comparable to your petrol or diesel comparison. And that is another way that they have literally, the government, they hate you, the milk floaters, so much more than they hate me. I didn't think that was even possible. They must go round the houses and go, oh look, there's a charging point there. Hello, how can I help you? Hello, sir. I'm from the government. I see that you drive a milk float. Yes, I do. And I save £8,000 a year by doing it. Yeah, we're going to need that £8 back. And while we're at it, undo your belt, pull your trousers round, turn round, bend over. Right, there you go. Now let me shag you up the arse. Because that is the end game. You are being screwed royally by the government that told you to go and buy it in the first place. They are like a drug dealer who goes, here, try this bit of heroin. You can have it for free. See how you get, oh, what do you mean you've got a £300 a day habit? Oh, well, I'll take your house and I'll take your car and I'll take your freedom and I'll take your health and I'll take everything. But you keep taking the heroin. And that's exactly what it's like with a milk float. And the government don't care. And you lot can't see it. They are absolutely raping you blind. It's amazing. And now they must sit there. There must be a department in in Downing Street somewhere. There must be the shafting EV drivers department, where they just sit there and go, right, what can we do now? Well, we've taxed them. Got road tax, yeah, got that. Congestion charge, yeah, done that. Paper mile, yeah, Raquel sorting that out next week. On your Raquel, yeah, I sort that out next week. Yeah, thanks Raquel, lovely. That'll show them. Right, pay by mile, that's being done. Will you put VAT on it as well, Raquel? Don't know if I can get away with that next week. I mean, literally, I'm screwing the fucking country over next week. We might have to save that and put it in a mini budget in 6 months' time. Yeah, all right, Raquel, we'll do that. What else we got? Raquel, hang on, before you go, do you want to put business rates on charging stations? Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, we could do that, can't we? Yeah, we'll get some money out of that. Yeah, good idea. Put that down. Right, we'll do that. Right, what have we got next? Well, that fat bloke suggested that we just go around and pull people's trousers down in their doorsteps. Well, let's not write it out. You know, let's not write it off. It's got possibilities, isn't it? Who's the fat bloke anyway? Oh, that bloke on YouTube. You think we should give him a job? Nah. No, he talks too much common sense for this department. Yeah, fair enough. And that's exactly how it happened, word for word, literally. I mean, it's like I was in the room. So there you go. Yet another nail in the coffin of the floaterati, like a dagger to the heart of the I think you'll find brigade. What a way to start a Friday. Absolutely. I mean, you know, enjoy your weekend, everybody. I'm off to Wales for the rugby because I got tickets. I'm not Welsh. I am not New Zealand. But it's a day out watching rugby and there's beer involved. So why wouldn't I go? So if you're in Cardiff tomorrow, feel free to buy me a pint. Or what you could do, like everyone else does, is come up, introduce yourself, and I'll go, hello, mate, nice to meet you. And then the next day, I'll have no fucking recollection of it whatsoever. So that's something to look forward to, isn't it? Future my arse.